And it's a brand new day. Hello, one and all. Welcome back to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I am the Max of you trades. In the last part, we floundered through court, as we usually are known for doing. And in this part, we're going to hopefully get some more, not only just more evidence, but hopefully some substantially more substantial evidence. Because we were really grasping at straws there and somehow managed to squeak by thanks to an incredibly terrible witness. And, I don't really know how it's gonna go, but we're hoping for the best. Suddenly, Maya. So how do you think the trial went this morning? Apparently it's the same new day. My bad. How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Well, they didn't put down a verdict, so the chances are not dead. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us, and yet the game still saw fit to stuff it inside my inventory. I thought, where did it go? Is that it right here? No, it is. All right then, so it's obviously important for something eventually. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo said. The apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. For some reason. This is all very baffling. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictions. With a little more spice, you could have made that a very big alliteration salad. Come on, Maya. What happened to your New Year's resolution? You gotta take initiative more. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, eh? Yeah! We've gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty and rot in prison. Ha ha! Jovial over this situation. Bet she's not. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. Oh no. By fusing our minds together, we just might be able to fill half a head. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be a très bien. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Well, what do you know? We actually managed to have a successful brainstorming session. I did not anticipate that as being possible. So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. Mostly Taco Tuesday. I was wondering about Ziniop. You know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. Jesus, that guy. I had a pizza so hot it'll feel like you was mooching the express train. Yeah, Phoenix Wright. You saying you, Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. And I'm sort of devolving into a Shinyar voice for him, and I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What'd you find out? Oh, yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fornione? I'm sorry, that might be a reference that's going over my head. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. Yeah, it was, pretty bad. What's that guy's story, anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me, other than getting away with murder? I mean, why would anybody want to do that? Oh, wait, I answered my own dang question. Alright, well, let's go check out Mr. Gumshoe. Maybe he knows what's up. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Of course he isn't! Life is mis-suffering. Never mind that. What's going on? Feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Calling the officers for the briefing, quick! Can't you shut down the station server? Clear the computer banks! Multimodal reflection sorting, and other such nonsensical terminologies. Chief, quit playing on the internet. Never! I wish to play Line Rider with my email pen pal. Lizanne's princess? What? Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No. What the hell is going on? Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Is that what you want to call it? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Something's going on in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, I have no idea who to call. So we're just not going to. Anyway, anybody hanging out here? I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Thank you, run-off sentences. All right, well then I guess we're going back to Tres Bien. Empty, as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm not entirely sure who this is, so I can't give the right voice. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Ah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, it's you. That was, I was just, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the Twin Tea set. The fool! This place is expensive and terrible, and you can't afford it. What can I say? Well, you can say what you want about today's trial. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know? You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Can't I at least be provolone? Can't you leave it provolone? Oh man, I could have almost made that a lot funnier. Damn. Would you have preferred crumbly, like aged Parmesan? See, Phoenix got it. Phoenix is better at this than I could ever hope to be. Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how'd she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't want to ever see him again. Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. He was a man in love, and it went horribly for him. That's relatable. So, did you like the Twin Tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for $20, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? Is he lying to himself? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. He's really turning those cogs. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste, and I just realized. It's bad! That's it! It tasted bad! It took him a while to figure that one out. It's kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid $20 for it, you know? Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. That would have been a good idea. Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn L. came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce Twin Tea set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glenn L., that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Well, why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? I probably could. Oh. Well, alright, well hang on a second. Let me just present to you his big ol' face. What can you tell me about the man in the hat and the scouter? This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. Wow, what happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? Maya, I think by definition that is literally what took place. It's very dark humor, but it's apt. Ugh, he wasn't literally a computer, Maya. You big dum-dum. You big dumb silly girl. You big dumb silly girl lady type. Oh my goodness. Why are you such a dork? Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. I don't know, could have been Purple Screens. Do I look like a colorologist? Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick, let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. I'm more about abacuses. Abaci. Plural. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. You do not know jiggity jack all about jiggity jack anything. I refuse to believe that. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look as my chair snaps and makes me fall out of the bed. It has been a while since that's happened. My God, chair, what the hell? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? That's almost on the nose. Let's be completely real. Anyway, le radio. So what were you all excited about earlier? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. I just breathed heavy because that's just what I do. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you could tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the daily exercise show. I don't friggin' know. Whoa! Has this literally ever happened with Gumshoe? Ha ha ha! This lunch special lobster sure is great. We should all stop talking about whatever we were talking about. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Because I am in constant, never-ending pain. I am Detective Dick Gumshoe, and let me tell you, I live a miserable existence in so many different ways. Somebody hug me. All right, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening. It's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to, well, you wanted a number called, so it was more than most likely something to do with the lottery. Maybe not this ticket specifically, but in general. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elg did. It's like you can see right through me. I've cracked him already. See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. Was there a point to this? Other than, I guess, bragging rights? I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Gumshoe, I respect and appreciate you as a person, but you are not a lucky human. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? Well, bad, obviously. Jeez, I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than laugh a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? And they've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. It's pretty swell. Then even do drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, probably, considering literally every piece of information we've been given up to this point. I don't even know why you would think to wonder that. How much attention are you paying to things, Maya? Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah, look, I got the flyer when I brought the ticket. Ooh! Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30. Hello, everybody. And what did we learn? What did we learn? What did we learn? We learned that he died between 1:30 and 2:30, and I don't think I actually have any evidence to support this whatsoever, at all. But I remember from the previous testimonial. I don't remember the exact time, but he was like, was it? Dang it! Was it Kudo who said it was like 2:10, 2 o'clock ish? Clearly, there's a time discrepancy. That much is obvious. Okay, so I have at least another good piece of the puzzle to help figure that noise out. Millionaire radio. Sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money, which you don't have, because you don't have a job. I say that knowing full well that I also do not have a job. Making videos is the closest thing I have to a job, and it is, you know, not for lack of people trying. You guys all do fantastic work. Thank you for everything you provide me, but it is not quite enough. But I'm doing my best, dang it. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Let's see what's going on over here. If literally anything. Where? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. It's Mysterious Gal. I'll be back next month. Where? Not to the mouth. I will be waiting for you. I feel like that was a little more intense than I did before. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No! I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. That's concerning. No, stop it, I beg you. Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. No, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Please, sweet Jesus, no. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. No, you don't have to worry. You worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is loyal as sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. This is some Danganronpa levels of characterization here. Well, that's mildly concerning. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. And she ominously giggled her way out of the kitchen. I have less shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become a nervous wreck. There. Oh, oui. That feels good. Ah! Ooh la la! Excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Ah! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just leftovers of what you were just using? Phoenix has experienced a pain he never once anticipated. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? None. You are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook you for la di supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. Put brave faces on? I'm pretty sure that's not a gender-exclusive trait or thing to do. But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is tray. I just want people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Oh, that was Phoenix talking. His accent, it's so terrible, it's contagious, it's spreading. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? Phoenix. I mean, as far as we know that he is, but I mean, hang on here. I'm just saying, we shouldn't be judging. We don't know his whole story. But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me. I feel like I'm doing less French and veering into more of an Italian. Come on, vocal cords, work it out. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Hoo la la, you saw that? Ah, well, yeah, sorry. So, who was she? She looks so polite and graceful, yet spooky and clearly experiencing head trauma. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? That's not concerning. Yeah, I don't know why we need the flashback. This happened just a few seconds ago. What? Yes, we know. We don't need to have a flashback. Now that I think about it. Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, then let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens. Okay, well, I assume she's some kind of debt collector. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. I thought there was gonna be more to that sentence. Wait, they keep harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Not been told sure if I did not have owed them the money. I would have refused, but my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up. And I have, look at me, there's so much to slice. Ooh la la. And eat me with a salad garnish. Ew. That doesn't mean that I'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I mean, probably not, but also who knows? I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right? Can you at least admit that much? Well, the reaction gives it away. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. Will you tell us about that woman? The woman who was here earlier. I take it she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It's a sign of the bad world we live in, eh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of la bad culinary skills. Slam jam! I hurt myself when I clapped. Ow. The woman who was here, this scary woman, she is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui. Tenderlender it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Although they apparently kill you if you can't pay, so maybe don't do that. Please. Oh, thought that was Phoenix. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I could have been more than that, thank you very much. It's more like 15. So Tenderlender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I mean, probably. Otherwise, why would any of us be involved in this story, I guess? Oh, yeah, I guess he does refer to himself as a woman, doesn't he? I'm not entirely sure, but that could also be a weird localization thing. It could be something that was meant as a joke instead of actually inclusive. It's a tangled weeb. No, a tangled weave, not a weeb. Anyway, so who knows? I am weak, woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning my money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like the slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? La tiger. Is it finally gonna come together? That guy had a tiger style with him going. Come on, the tiger? Oui, is the manager of the Tenderlender. A terrifying man, the big city mobster. Yep, definitely him. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and my knees weak, arms lay heavy. Turn on the TV, Wilma and Betty. that's Weird Al. I don't know the lyrics to the actual version. Anyway. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling, and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of the battered old scooter rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Oof. Although, he does have less spiky hair just like you. Wait, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. I mean, you insulted me while you did it, but I kind of appreciate the fact that you didn't immediately think that that we were identical. It would also make sense, because if you thought I was him and he was me, you probably would have been a lot more freaked out when we first met, but still. Stop giving me them eyes, you very strange man! Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tenderlender, it's just beyond Vitamin Square. Why are all of these places so freakishly compacted together? Hey, Nick, if you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Well, then I think it's time for us to do that. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Kinda normal for her, let's be real. Okay, I'll see you later then. Bye! I'm Gumshoe, everyone's friend. I miss Gumshoe. Oh, he's back! I missed him, so he came back. It's a miracle. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is this? Little hot dog pieces and rice? What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. That is adorable. I've been real worried about her. She looks like she lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could down this much meat. Ha! Oh, there's a certain gal by the name of Satanaka I'd like to introduce you to. That is definitely something she can take down. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. Let's not misconstrue the terminology here, though. Especially when it comes from a man named Dick Gumshoe. So, will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? Fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Please do not do that. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. I will do this. He's finally gone. But I like spending time with him. He's a good guy. Man, I got so many places to go. Oh, good, sweet, merciful crap. The scooter is back. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went off to buy another ton of bird seed. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Scrah! I don't know why I did that. Anyway, let's go to Tenderlender. Hey, it's one of those thingamabobos. You know those things. You fill in the eyes for, like, luck or something. Also, hey, check it out. There's the fake phoenix outfit right over there. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Which means I can start rooting around and mess with stuff. Ah! Maybe it's the lady. Welcome. Gulp. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. It is me. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. The ashtray's on the floor. I just noticed that. She's gone! Just like that! Is she a specter? A spooky ghost? Did somebody watch a cursed videotape? It's 2004 when this game came out, so it's possible some people still used VHSs. But they were definitely on the downswing by that point, I think. Guess we'll come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. Let's root around, steal stuff. It's the true lawyer way. This place reeks of suspicion and overturned ashtrays. Come on, Nick, let's take a look around. Do you think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee. Oh, sweet Christ. I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Also, I just noticed, is that desk made out of gold? Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? You crazy lady. First I gotta take a gander at this here fake little lawyer getup. Hey, look at this partisan style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Wow, never thought I'd hear Phoenix say that. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Are we not gonna notice the coat? Are we really not? Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Huh, the same color as my suit? It even looks like it has a little lawyer badge on it. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya, I swear to God. Nick, you gotta take a look at this. Some cake? Ah, God damn it, stop sneaking up on me. I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Giggle, giggle. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise. Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? Shh. The damn spooky specter! I'm scared. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look over the lapel of this suit. Ooh, that's an attorney's badge. Or one drawn on cardboard. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing, it's made of paper. Look at my attorney's badge. It's like, I don't know, maybe made of copper or something. But much more fancy, it's engraved. It's got all these divots, it's nice and cool. Looks like a coin. This is cardboard. Oh, also, there we go, painted to look authentic. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why are you this way, Maya? Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? I don't know. Oh, hey, we straight up took it. We took it. Ooh. Anyway, anything to do with MC Bomber over here? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. Snap, crackle, pop, that's a good burn. Well, it's open. What kind of music the tiger's into? Have you finished the coffee? Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? Go back into your cursed well, demon woman. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. I'm not 100% sure what that means. The coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. I'm dying. Oh, wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. Who eats burgers for breakfast? I sure hope so. It would've been funny, he's like, Nix, my stomach. Oh, never mind, it was gas. We'd better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. Quoi? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? Rocky, Eye of the Tiger. I see what you did there. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. Whoa. I just inhaled so much air with my gasp, it caused me to burp in retaliation. That's gross, and I apologize. It's supposed to be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way! That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do, and that's horrifying. I can think of no worse fate. All right, well, that's done and dusted. What about this scrap of paper that's hanging off this gigantic, I don't know, shogi tile? Let's see. The round doll is called Daruma, I think. Thank you for telling me that. I keep forgetting what that thing's called. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. Yeah, it's totally not the fact that we obviously live in Japan and are just hastily localized into a different country or anything. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. That's a Weeble, not a Daruma. Okay, if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? I've literally never heard of that before in my life. Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Le gulp. Where? There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? He has a scooter. $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane! The car is registered to the Cadaverinis? Cadaverinis? That's on the nose. Huh, so it's not even the tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? Well, just throwing this out here, we saw him have a smashed up scooter. Maybe his scooter hit a car. I mean, that certainly seems feasible. Also, we stole that. All right, I'm almost intimidated to poke at anything else, but I gotta look. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's never gonna get out. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How'd she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Or failing that, bolted to the floor? Oh, hey, there's a book of matches here too. From Très Bien. Why would they have books of matches? Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much now. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très Bien. Très Bien. Très Bien. Do you understand what that means? These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What is you two snooping around my office for? Nothing. We were just... Gawr! My precious carpet! You got ass on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came around. came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that. You want to argue with me? Is that what you's doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. I'm sorry, man. I am bouncing around so many freaking accents and ideas and stuff. It's really starting to hurt. Also, I think I actually kind of hurt my voice there with that roar. Oh, no, that's not tiger. That's tigre. Don Tigre, you're back. Ah, that voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... Has she got a death wish or something? Or what? Oh, right. Forget about it, Violetta? Oh, ooh, I'm not gonna get that right at all. It could be Violetta. It could also be Violetta. I'm gonna assume it's Violet. So I'm gonna go with Violetta. If I'm wrong, I apologize. It's nodding. Whoa, hey, what? Who, where, when, why, and how? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, G. That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Gah! Phoenix, right? Yes? You's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you gotta come and mess up my plan? So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to... No questions. This is the last time we meet. Ha-sha-sha. But louder and more aggressive. Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. At least I didn't hide under the desk. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream hold it either. The espresso. Sweet merciful crap! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Or any of my other parts, if I'm being entirely honest. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Maybe. It could totally not be Violetta. I am not even gonna pretend that I'm probably right. Possibly part of the staff at Tenderlender? A thoroughly bitter person. Interesting. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you the little bit extra here at Tenderlender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Here? No. Would I like to take a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is on your side, much like Nationwide, but I don't know if that was their slogan at this point. So, let's say I'm late with my repayments. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee, strong coffee. Ah, right, I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. That has nothing to do with literally anything, but all right, thanks for knowing. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned at a restaurant just near here, that incident. Oh, snap, crackle. Other breakfast cereals, I just figured. What you wanna bet? What you wanna bet? Hang on. Okay. All right, so hold up. Her hair is darker and longer, but I mean, I'm just saying. We know this Tigre guy's probably responsible for all of this crap, right? And they work together, so I don't know. Maybe that's how that went down. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Ooh, okay. I'm happy to say I know how to say tigre, but I do not know if I'm saying Furio correctly. Furio tigre, maybe? You guys mind if I just roll with tigre? Because I'm actually confident in knowing how I'm saying that. Furio tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Well, I just kind of figured it came from the, you know, the weird coat with the tiger on it. Zin Ehop's got a real name. Nick, hurry up and find out more about him. So, could you tell me about the spooky blood red imposter? 42? That wasn't even the present button. I am a fool and a scoundrel. Explain. Can I ask you about the tiger? Or rather, I mean, Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure. I do like cookie. How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Much like getting confectionaries from the Addams family, I have a suspicion that I'll be okay, but also an overwhelming desire to not consume it and the very likely possibility that it could kill me. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I own Don Tigre in my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. You saved her life? Sure, I'd like to know more about how that happened. So, I mean, if you could, it'd be swell and dandy. I'm very frail, you see. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I mean, you have a head wound. That much is obvious. You also have a lot of gray around the undersides of your eyes. I'm guessing you probably don't sleep too well. And on top of everything else, and I really didn't want to bring this up, you look very, very skinny. Like legitimately, are you okay kind of skinny? I mean, those are just some really twiggy arms is all. Just recently, I died once. Okay, see, now that could explain a lot, if true. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. The music changed to a significantly more somber arrangement. I'm inclined to believe her. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. Hey, Maya, you know what you could have saved for later in times when we weren't talking to her? That! Haha, please shut up. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. Essentially the same thing, but you know, semantics. I still wonder about what's in her coffee, other than death. So, is that why you've got the bandage around your head? This? Yes, that. So, what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Oh, wow, so what kind of operation? Are we talking like some serious, like, maybe a skull fracture? Like maybe brain? Like maybe a tumor? Are we? Then again, if we add on to the whole busted scooter, busted car thing, and head wound thing, those could all be related. It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal injury? I just suffered one herself by the sound of it. My God. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Whoa! Jesus! I mean, admittedly, yeah, okay. You know, sometimes when a character has a secret from me, I wonder, is it really that big of a deal? Do you really have to keep this to yourself? I'm actually gonna be okay and understanding with this one. So maybe you just don't want to talk about that sort of thing. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we gotta find out the truth. All right, well, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna roll the dice on the notion that I don't, in fact, have the right evidence to be able to crack that open. So let's check out everything else first. There he is. Old Seedy's back, feeding the pigeons again. There, take this, and get out of my park, and other such things. I feel really bad about my existence in life. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. Why? Hello, old man. Why, though, Maya? Maya, why are you like this? Why? Ah. Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon! Look, we really need to talk to you, all right? Do we, though? Out with the demons! In with good fortune! Ow! 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 Seeds! Shell splinters! Painful! I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Oh, snap! Well, might as well try and talk to him. Why not? I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Everyone will be talking behind me about my back now. Everyone will be talking behind me about my back now. That's how sentences work. Good job, Brain. A dirty old man who's so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lady's javakino. Although that picture is very odd to me because it looks longer than Maggie's hair, but it looks shorter than Violetta's. So I'm not 100% sure if my theory is gonna hold any water there. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens on his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-eared brat. Take this. God damn, what kind of seeds you even throwing? I don't even know of a seed that's that kind of shape. I don't know a lot about seeds, but you know, you said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose. I don't even know where to begin with how weird of a sentence that is, and my kind of revulsion for having you have me say that. And scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustrations inside and it's ready to burst out. Trust me, I'm very old. I know about things leaking. Anyway, if we let him start rambling now, he might never shut him up. Let's just let him have his time. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, huh? You never know. Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly and their bulbous noses. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well, buy some bread now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? We already know that he was there? What did we just learn from that? Hold up. But restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did! The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? Okay, I mean, that would explain why he was there. Other than, I guess, to look at girls. Or a girl, whatever. So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. Poison a man! What's so strange about that? All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast I was a bit in a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you! Call la police! Call them yourself. I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? He doesn't have one of those. Do I look like I have one of the newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So, for 5 minutes after the incident happened? Yes, sirree. The owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court in the morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Also, you went on about vases. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute, that's the case. There's more. I've got more to say. Oh, but we wouldn't let him have it. Bailiff, escort him out. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Well, it establishes that there's a bit of time over here. So, you know what? I'm actually going to say, yeah. What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. Well, admittedly, it took them 5 minutes to call for the police, and, like, probably at least 10 for them to get there. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that that man, whatever he wants, he and or she wishes to be, whatever, alone in the restaurant. And he did say he was hiding something, and that he had to do anything that they said, and we know for a fact that Tigray is involved in this, and is in fact the one who ended up poisoning Elg. Put that all together, and it looks like someone may have coerced someone else into being an accomplice. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. All right, well, thanks for finally being useful for something, Mr. Kudo.